Hardware 3, and we'll give it a shot. I'm in an apartment complex, so we are. Let's see if it'll take off from here. Okay. Definitely, noticeable difference in reliability from Hardware 4. I will say that off the bat, and I'm pretty familiar with it, but I know this is the car, a lot of people are driving or will drive, or maybe you're going to buy one used. But, compared to most other ADAS type of systems, self-driving or driver assistance, it's extremely impressive. Compared to the more advanced Hardware 4 Teslas, it's going to be deficient. So here you can see we're stopping a little bit before this stop sign, which is fine, but, I do wish it would roll up to where it could actually see, because what happens is you end up stopping before the stop sign, then rolling up a bit, stopping again, and if there's anybody behind you, it's just a little bit of an unnecessary delay that feels unnatural. It takes a little longer than it should, and it annoys other drivers. It also is a bit hesitant sometimes, I've noticed, when taking turns. But then by the time it wants to turn, it will take the turn in front of people. Not to the point where it's going to actually hit them, but definitely when it could have taken the turn 3 or 4 seconds ago and been a lot safer, by the time it actually decides to do the turn, it now it's to the point where the person has to brake because it was delayed in deciding what to do. So we'll see what it does here. Overall, I think this one has like 60,000 miles on it. This is a 2019, actually, I believe. 2019 Model 3 standard range. And this is a loaner car from Tesla, so, not a car people generally take care of. In this particular one, it's in fairly good shape as far as... excuse me, not looking at the wheel. It's in fairly good shape as far as, build quality. Sounds pretty good. Not nearly as good as the new refresh Model 3, but... nothing's falling apart on it. Everything seems to work fine. No major issues or anything with it. So I will say that for at this point, it's a 6-year-old car with 60,000 miles or whatever. It's holding up pretty well as a loaner. I do think in the new Y and 3 rather, they enlarged this center screen just a bit. It's definitely bigger on the S and X. The S and X is like 17 inches. This is 15, but I think on the new 3 and Y, it's more like 15 and a half or 16. So it is a bit larger. If you guys are looking for a used Model 3 like this one, check out the federal tax incentives while they're still available, which who knows when they're going to be going away. But for now, you can get usually $4,000 off if it's under $25,000 in most circumstances if you qualify, which there's some income limits and stuff. But if it's a $25,000 car and you can get it for 21, that can come right off the top. So that's really nice. And that still applies to even less expensive ones. So if you find one with a little more mileage for 17,000, 18,000 and you get 4,000 off, you're really getting down to some super good prices. Navigate to Bellinote Restaurant, Middletown, Connecticut. We're gonna go this way, actually. Let's take our right. I gotta take over for a second here. Okay. I'll put our destination in. Not quite. It has me navigating somewhere. I'm not really sure where. Hang on a second. Hit it. No. No. Done. So it's doing pretty well. I mean, it is Hardware 3. You know, if your expectations are reasonable, they've made some good improvements to Hardware 3. I've had a Model S Plaid with Hardware 3 for the last year. So from version 11 to version 12, and then even within version 12, you know, some gradual improvements there. So Tesla really does a lot to improve the full self-driving, even on the older cars. I'm not sure, I'll check when we park, I'm not sure if this one has the Intel Atom or which processor on this 2019. But it still functions for a 6-year-old car. I just don't know. For a commuter or something, I can't imagine. This is easily worth $100 a month, or even just buying it. You know, if you buy it, it's a bit of money up front, but you do get your money back, some of your money back when you sell it. You'll get a little bit extra resale. So depending on how long you plan to keep the car, I guess is the consideration. Yeah, some of you guys have asked for another video with my dad. We'll be making another FSD Tesla driving video pretty soon. He was very encouraged by all the positive comments. So I think next time when I see him, we're going to be doing a Model S Plaid. I have a Plaid, and I also have a Rivian. So currently I have a 22 Model S Plaid, which is for sale. I have a 23 Model S Plaid with Hardware 4. That's the one I just got. So you can see we're taking this left. There's cars coming from both directions, and we kind of cut them off. Not really, but I probably would have waited. That was a bit. I think we're in the standard setting, not the hurry setting, and it's. Actually, let me check on that. Are we in? Yeah, we're in standard. So it was a bit aggressive the way we just pulled out in front of that car. Yeah, I have a 22 Model S Plaid. That's for sale. A 23 Model S Plaid, and a Rivian R1S, which I just got. I've been one of the people helping to test out the Comma AI. Rivian does not have the best, to Gen 1, does not have the best ADAS system on it, but Comma AI, if you're not familiar, is a device you can plug in on the windshield and hook it up to your factory camera system, or in this case, it's like a driver autonomy computer, and it really gives it better, much better driver assistance. So lane keeping, stops and goes. It will be able to do, I think, the traffic lights and the stop signs as well. Doesn't turn. It's not full self-driving, and they don't claim to be self-driving, but it for just like highway cruising, it could do hours without having to touch the wheels. So it is pretty good, and a lot better than any other. Besides Tesla, it's better than any other factory system that I've seen. I'm not driving, by the way. I don't know. I have my hand up there. Force of habit. There's a nice Rivian turning up there. In Connecticut, which is a nice state, but pretty dreary this time of year. It's February or March now, so I'm sure a lot of the country looks like this. But yeah, so far this Model 3 is actually doing pretty well in the full self-driving. No major problems except for cutting off those cars a little bit. I wouldn't say, I didn't have to intervene, but I think they were probably a little annoyed that I didn't wait. And I've got a left coming up here. Let's see how it does that if there's traffic. I feel like one of the major differences I see still between Hardware 3 and 4 is the hesitancy, especially on taking lefts in front of cars. Sometimes I have to hit the accelerator on Hardware 3, but again, we'll see what happens here. We've got no cars coming, so we should be clear. We're gonna take over. So yeah, it wasn't going. Had a signal on, but we're not turning, so I don't think it knew what to do. I guess maybe it was going to go down to this one, but that's like the exit. Alright guys, well, we're at the destination. I appreciate you watching. If you guys have any suggestions for other videos you'd like to see, please leave it in the comments, and make sure you like and subscribe. I'll be making more FSD videos. I'm going to do an FSD comparison between Hardware 3 and Hardware 4, maybe along the same route when I get my other Hardware 4 plaid back from the Tesla service. Like I said, we'll do another video with my dad, trying to show him. Maybe we can even talk him into buying a Tesla. If we're all really encouraging, which I've been trying to do for years. So you guys would be a huge help. And all right, hope you have a great day. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and have a good one. Appreciate it.